Hi, my name is Aaron. Thank you for spending some of your precious time with me. I'm going to take a little bit of your time just to show you an amazing tool called YVP Duplicator. We'll tell you a little bit about how it works, how it will help you in your business, and we'll mostly touch on aspects of it that are important for the novice, for the newbie, somebody who doesn't have a lot of online marketing experience. And then later on, we'll touch base on a few things in here. This system is full of gems for individuals who are really into online marketing. They really know what they're doing. So one of the first things you'll see is there are two price points, Pro and Premier. One great tool I'll tell you about with the Pro, $24.95, Premier at $44.95 a month, is that we have this little thing called Refer 3 and yours is free. So this fee really can mean nothing to you. As you're building your business, people are going to be introduced to the lead capture pages, the email autoresponders and such that they receive from the YVP Duplicator system. And as they get those and they join your opportunity, the first thing they're going to say is, well, how can I get that tool that I was so intrigued about? I wanted to build my business. And so you'll send them to this URL, yvpglobal.net. That's YV as in Victor, P as in Paul, global.net. And when they sign up, they're going to be asked for the email address of the person who referred them. It's not an opportunity, it's not an affiliate program, it's just a simple billing program. When the YVP Duplicator system goes to bill you the $24.95 or the $44.95 price, it's actually going to check, and if it sees you have at least 3 referrals on the same plan or greater, then it will completely skip your bill for the month. And it'll do that every single month moving forward, so long as there's always at least 3. It doesn't mean you need to get 3 every month, just so long as there are 3 free people. So for that reason, most individuals are signing up for the Premier package, because if you're going to get one free, why not get the Premier? So they sign up for Premier, they get the individuals who join their business to join with Premier as well, and then that way their service is free. But as we go through the tool, I'm going to show you a few differences between Pro and Premier. This page, if you spend some time at yvpglobal.net, will pretty much take you through the definitions of what is involved in Pro, what is involved in Premier. We won't spend a lot of time on that now because you can spend some time on the page yourself. But one of the key things you'll find is in Premier, it includes ITeleCenter, which gives you an offline version of marketing in addition to what the YVP Duplicator system will do for you in terms of online marketing. So basically, if you're a Premier member, everywhere you can advertise a website and a toll-free number that is exclusive to you. And that will allow individuals to respond either by web or by telephone. And either way, you can capture their information. Now, you'll notice some other tools such as live chat, video email, 25-line conference bridge. A lot of these tools, in fact, even with ITeleCenter, you get inbound and outbound faxing. So some people may be finding that you are paying elsewhere for services such as these. And with the Premier YVP Duplicator system, you can eliminate all of those fees and have all your tools under one system. So that's just a quick overview on the cost and how you can get the system free. But let's really get into what YVP Duplicator is all about. The first thing you're going to find with YVP Duplicator is that you get lead capture pages. There will be more to come. There's one now. There's a great video that really emphasizes some of the know-how. Industry leaders, the individuals like Mark Zuckerberg, people like that who can really attest to what's happening in the industry and why it's important for the potential lead, the individual who's looking at this page, to fill out their information and get access to a free movie. So this is what we call lead capture page, as we talk about that throughout the program here. And then once they have completed and filled out their information, it's going to drop them in on what we call a presentation page. They get that video that they were promised, and then they get more information talking all about the YVP opportunity, talking about the compensation plan, the Rolex opportunity. Everything is here. The page is designed to show them everything that's available. It talks a little bit about the YVP Duplicator marketing system as well. And then there are options for them to join right here and sign up as an independent distributor, or they can register for a webinar. Now this link is going to be unique to you and your system. So basically when you sign up, it's going to ask for your distributor information. And so when an individual clicks here, they're going to go right to your virtualportal.com website so that all those sales can be tracked to you. A little note about this, the webinar. This is another exciting feature that's included in the YVP Duplicator, is an automated webinar system. Now, some people are out there paying other companies quite a handsome sum to be able to have this. It's included in the YVP Duplicator. The way it works is you will have the ability to present and drive people to a webinar that they can either watch as a replay, or they can schedule a time and a date to be able to watch the next available one live. Now, you and I, as individuals who subscribe to the YVP Duplicator system, we know that they're really just watching a replay video, but they don't know that. This system entirely simulates their scheduling and attending a live webinar. So once they have enrolled, the system is going to shoot out emails that will remind them about that upcoming webinar. And then here's an example of the replay page. This isn't the live webinar simulation, but here's the replay page. When the time comes for them to watch the webinar, they'll be able to watch it here live. There will be interaction underneath it. If they have comments or questions that aren't being covered in the webinar, they can enter those here, and those are directed to you. All of this progress is tracked for that contact record. And one of the other cool features about it is, let's say they missed it, then the system's going to automatically email them and encourage them to come back. If they left halfway through, again, the system will automatically send them emails. If they come in late, 5 minutes late, then the video is going to be showing at 5 minutes in. So it really simulates the fact that they have missed the beginning of that live webinar. And in effect, we all know that it's a replay video. So again, that's just a quick overview of what's included. And this system is designed to grow. So the YVP team will be adding a lot of other content, landing pages, other things down the road. But let's log in. Let's show you what the system's all about. So when you first log in, first time, and this is where you would have signed up, first time you log in, the system will take you through a brief wizard. And that wizard is designed to allow you to enter certain information so that it can be placed throughout the system. And then you're going to drive traffic to your landing pages. You're going to get individuals into the system so that the emails can start to drip on them once they've filled out their information, and you can work that business. Now, we're going to get into a little bit of training for those of you who already have the YVP Duplicator system. For those of you who don't have it yet, you'll be pleased to see that these features are all available. So here on the home page, we can see recent activity. This is exciting. It just shows you the power of technology today. Any individual who goes and fills out their information on your lead capture pages or signs up for a webinar, they're entered as a contact record, and we track everything that they do. You can see examples of different individuals here at certain times who were sent an email, who opened an email, they revisited your website, they've watched a video. We even can show you how much of that video they watched. In this case, a person who didn't give up their name watched 100% of the video. Live chat, you name it, we track that here. Now, I want to just show you briefly where you're going to go under personal system notifications to make that adjustment. Okay, this is probably one of the first things that you'll do is just come in here and see what things you want to be notified on. So here's an example of some of those things, and you can be notified by email or text. There are no fees on behalf of the system. Obviously, your text messaging would apply. But just to give you an example, so someone has filled out a web form, they've returned to visit your site, they have watched a video, it's a real-time lead. Any of these things you can get instant notification on. How amazing is that? Well, let me explain to you how that would work. Let's say Sue has visited your website. You have even talked to Sue, and you've helped answer some of her questions. Now, later that day, or maybe even the next day, you get an instant email notification when Sue, or even a text message when Sue has returned to visit your site. So she has gotten an email, she clicked on it, she went back, maybe to watch the video again or to reread some information on the website. You get notified about that in real time. Now, you can use either your iPhone or your Google app to log right in and grab Sue's information. You can use any computer, iPad, to log in here at the YVPglobal.net site and basically make a call to Sue. Now, can you imagine when you say, "Hey, Sue, this is Aaron, and I'm calling because I noticed that you came back to look at the website. Did you have some more questions? Can I help you?" And Sue's trying to think, well, how in the world did this guy know that I'm on his website right now? So that's the power of the kind of tracking and notifications that can be found in the YVP duplicator system. So that's the great thing about the system notifications and the tracking. One other thing I want to show you under user settings is the team leader functionality. Now, anybody, a pro or premier member, can join a team. Only premier members can be a team leader. That is one of the differences, and again, why so many are joining at the premier level. Let me explain how that works. For those of you who are premier members, you can click on this button, and you can create a team name. So I might choose Aaron's team. Now, throughout the system, and we'll show you that a little bit later, there are no options here to select because in this demo system I've not created any yet. But as a premier member, actually any subscriber can come in and create their own follow-up emails, their own phone scripts, their own autoresponder campaigns. They can upload their own videos. They can create their own categories. But for a team leader, any of those things that he has created, he can now choose to share with anyone whom he or she gives their team name to. So I would have first gone in here and created all of the content that I wanted to use, emails, phone scripts that I wanted my team to use, something unique to me. And this is in addition to the email campaigns, the videos and things that the YVP team has already loaded here. Okay, so this is a team leader who puts in some of his own content. He can even manage a training center page of his own in addition to the corporate training page here. So a team leader, let's say I put in Aaron's team. We won't go through the whole process, but I put that in and I selected, there would be check boxes here. I selected any of those items that I wanted to share. I hit save content to share. Now what I can do is I can instruct everybody who joins my team, okay, sign up for the YVP duplicator system. Come into the user settings, click on join a team, and when they're prompted, they're simply going to enter a little, their little checkbox will come up, and they will enter Aaron's team, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever team leader name that you chose. They'll enter that here. So what that does is it lets that content, everything that they have just that you have chosen to share, is now going to be loaded into their system. So basically, it lets you team leaders duplicate, as well as the fact that the YVP duplicator lets everybody duplicate a sales system. So that's a great little tool, a great little thing that we wanted to show you. Managing your site. This might be something else you might do first time in. You'll notice that there's just the one site in here. You have an option to choose. You'll have already done this in the wizard, but you have an option to choose or change your site name. You also can use, if you prefer to use a domain name, for example, in this scenario, YVPglobal.com/premier demo is the username that I have chosen. Now, maybe I don't want to have all my emails go out with the YVPglobal.com/premier demo name, or maybe I want to use a domain name of my own, aaronsbiz.com, or something else that I've created. Well, I'm going to go to wherever I've purchased that domain. I'm going to set it up, and again, this is outside the YVP duplicator system, but I'm going to set up domain forwarding, and I'm going to have that domain, let's say it's aaronsbiz.com, and have it forward to this URL. Once I have done that, I can come in here to the user settings, manage site section, and in domain name, I can enter www.aaronsbiz.com, save it. And now anywhere the system shoots out this URL, instead, it will now use your custom domain name. So that's a great little tool. I want to make sure you know about. As far as lead capture pages, this is where you have an option to see your lead capture pages, and here's where you upload your personal photo. We're not going to take time to go through everything here. Just for time constraints, you can obviously go through it on your own. Advertising information, and then live chat is here. So going back to the user settings, You have the ability to manage your merge information, what goes in, and that's also entered by default as you go through that wizard, but you have the option to change that here. Okay, jumping back to the home page. Those are just a few things that you might come in and tweak as you're building your system out. For most of you, um, that's it. You know, once you've tweaked the system, that's all you're going to do to it. You're going to just enjoy that feature, and you know that's it. You'll appreciate that the system is up based on the wizard. It's ready to go, and you can move from there. But for some of you, you may want to be able to do a little bit more, and we'll get into that. But what I'd like to show you first, excuse me, I logged out. What I'd like to show you first is when you're on the home page, how would you actually use this on a day-to-day basis to build your business. So let's go through that scenario, and then we'll go through some of the enhanced features that you may use. So the first thing that you might do is you look in here and you can see your calendar events and you can see that recent activity. Who is most interested? Who's the individual whose name keeps popping up here the most? That's the person that you obviously want to reach out to. Now keep in mind the YVP duplicator system is designed to be the tool that you use just all day long as you're prospecting, as you're working your leads, as you're making notes, tracking them. This is a lead capture system, an autoresponder system, an automated webinar system, a contact manager, you name it. Everything is built into this system. So I can do one of two things. I can either come right in here and click on that individual that is you know, just definitely doing the most business, or I can click on the My Contacts tab. We'll go the route of the My Contacts tab. And over here you'll see what we call categories and then subcategories. So the categories are leads, your virtual portal, team, and subcategories would be the envelopes underneath. Now, if there's a little mail envelope next to the folder, then that means that there is an email series attached to it. So if somebody is here, notice there are 5 individuals here as opportunity leads. 2 of them, these are all related to the automated webinar. 2 of them have attended partially your virtual portal webinar. Now, in addition, this is cool, and again, we talked about some advanced features. Many of you won't do this, but some of you may want to. You can create your own categories and manage them effectively. So what that means is you could have like a friends and family category. If you have a brick and mortar business, maybe you still have a traditional business on top of your YVP business. You can build out groups, email campaigns that are related to those groups, all within this system. What we'll do is we'll show you the 5 leads here under the opportunity leads section. But I also want to cover kind of how do you get leads into the system. Yes, you can drive traffic to those landing pages, but you also have the ability to add a contact. You can just do that one at a time clicking here. And in advanced contact tools, you can do a quick add where you can do multiple contacts. And then you can also do an import. Yes, we do allow importing. Now, you can import from an address book. And again, I'm not going to take time to go through every page in here. We just won't have time. You can click through the import through address books, or you can import a list of contacts. Now, let me preface this by saying you need to make sure that you have a genuine quality list that you're uploading in the system, because if your emails going out do have a high spam mark, customer service will contact you, and that could jeopardize your system. So be careful what you are importing into the system. If you're importing large lists, it will require an opt-in email to go out first, so as to make sure that those individuals do want to hear from you. But for the other advanced contact methods, such as adding or quick add, one at a time ads, those you do not have to have that email go out. Okay, so let's pretend we're going to work a lead now. Let's say we want to talk to Lisa Jane. She was an individual that we had seen. What can we do with Lisa Jane? Well, we can see information about her that she maybe has included, or maybe from our conversations that we have continued to add more information. For the phone numbers that are provided, this little magnifying glass here means that you can click on it, and if that phone number is listed in the white or yellow pages, we will give you their address. That's a cool feature. You can rate Lisa. Maybe you've talked to her, you want to rate her 4 stars, you just do that. Um, you can also, let's see her activity. What has she been doing? Again, we mentioned we tracked everything, so you can search all, or by a certain number of days, by certain selections. What do you want to search? If an email has gone out to her, you can even click on that link, and it will pull up and show you the email and the content in that email that went out to her. So that's a cool feature. Now, in the content interest section, we have a couple different things. If in this example, Lisa Jane hasn't gone through the website pages, but if she's been viewing different pages, it'll show you exactly which ones, the date and time that happened. Under the category folders here, you can very quickly move her. Let's say Lisa has joined your team. You can change her from that to my team, hit save, and anytime you move to another category, if again there's a small envelope there, that means a series of emails will go out. And under email campaigns is where you can actually manually put that person into another email category, resend them, send all the emails at once, stop a campaign, whatever you may need to do. Now let's pretend we're going to call Lisa, okay? So the first thing we're going to do is hit call contact, and what that's going to do is pull up a selection of phone scripts. There's one in here provided by Corporate Now, but you can also hit on the create your own phone script button and you can create your own. And when you create those phone scripts, you have the ability to use merge. So you notice how we are logged in as YVP Premier Demo. I probably could have done this better by using an actual name to show that, but in the case of hold on just a minute, I have shrunk my option there. Sorry. Okay, so in this case, it's saying this is YVP Premier Demo from Piscataway, New Jersey. Now, if I had put my name in as Aaron, it would say this is Aaron from Piscataway, New Jersey. So, hello, is Lisa there? You know, I can go through the script. I can actually enter my notes right here and save them right while I go through that phone script, and I pre-qualify that individual. So now I've talked to Lisa. You know, every time you talk to a prospect, there are certain things that you find yourself always having to email them. Maybe you're emailing them more information, a link, maybe emailing them to attend an upcoming conference call with CEO Colleen Sullivan. Maybe you want to send them to just maybe an email that says, hey, we had an appointment, you missed your call, etc. Well, that's where you click on the send email button, and this is going to bring up follow-up emails. There's just a couple loaded in here now. Let's say it was that tried to reach you. But again, the same thing with the follow-up emails as the phone scripts. You can click here and you can create your own follow-up email. So by one click, you choose the one you want. The subject line is filled. You can edit it if you want. Merge has been used to put in both my information as well as the contact's information. So really all I have to do is hit send, and it's out. And that email is done, and it's part of the history and the tracking. There's a couple neat little tricks. I'll show you one when you're creating your own follow-up emails. You'll notice that, and this is not where you would do it, but I want to show you in the HTML wizard how you would do it. You can insert account information, which would be yours, or the contact's information. So let's say first name. That's the link. That's the merge for first name. So if I was writing this under the create your own follow-up email section, I can grab any one of those merges and I can put them right up here in the subject line. And this is already a long subject. So let's say, let me paste that again. So I pasted that first name. If I could spell right. Sorry. Okay. Now, when I originally create this email under the follow-up email section, if I use these little links of merge fields, what would happen when I click on that email here is it would say Lisa instead of first name. I'm showing you this because it's a little trick inside the system. There isn't a way to just use a drop-down, but if you grab these merge fields when you're creating emails and you put them in your subject line, and then you would save this in the follow-up email section. This is for you advanced users. Now this is going to go out saying, Lisa, did you miss our appointment? Imagine the power of opening emails when you have their first name. It could be their phone number. It could say, Lisa, I tried you at 665-555-1987. When they see that in the subject line, it demands open rates. So this is just a little trick I wanted to share with you. So now you have called, you've added some notes, you've sent a follow-up email. If you wanted to move forward at setting another appointment, you can choose schedule a call and shoot a little note in the calendar to go out and do a follow-up call with that individual. All right, a couple other things we'll just take you through on these top tabs. First of all, manage contacts. Okay, we finished most everything we want to show you with the contact section. There's a lot that we could really go into with this system. For example, the advanced search. I mean, you can, as you scroll around in your system, you could do searches. If you wanted to find out all of the individuals that you have rated 2 stars that have opened their emails that came in since last month, that visited your site twice and are from California, boom, you could search that. I mean, it's crazy what you can search. You can export your contacts, print labels, print them out, whatever you need to do. But let me show you these other tabs. So you've had the My Contacts, Generate Prospects. Now this is where you're going to see your site and your lead capture page URL as well as your home page URL. You're going to see website traffic rotator co-ops. Yes, you can have a rotator co-op of your own. If a group of you want to get together and spend money on a big ad and then have individuals go to a website and those leads rotate between you and the other individuals, you can set that up here. You saw the add and import options. Under Sales Tools, quite a few different things here. Under the email broadcast option, and again, we don't have time to go through all these. I just want to give you a higher level view. In the email broadcast section, basically, you can create an email that goes out just one time. And if it's a little template you've saved, you can reuse it again in the future. But let's say something new has happened with YVP 6 months down the road. You've got hundreds or thousands of contacts in the system. You can create a little email and shoot it out to everybody just one time that says, hey, wait till you hear what's going on with YVP. Live chat, that's an option in the system for Premier members. So is Video Manager. In Video Manager, you will have all of the videos the company has provided. You can grab those as links to embed them. You can also, I didn't show you that, but when you're creating emails, you can use videos from the Video Manager, again, if you're a Premier member, in your emails. So you could use that as a merge link. You can merge a video and have that video presentation go out. You can upload videos and you can import videos. That's cool. So back on Sales Tools, the automated webinars, this is where you'd access those. You can do all kinds of traffic reports. Autoresponder emails would be if you wanted to create additional emails that might go out to individuals. And again, all of those things you create, the videos you load, the emails you create, the follow-up emails, the phone scripts, any of that content that you create yourself, you do that here very simply. If you are a Premier member and you create a team, you become a team leader, it's also free to do that. All of that content we'll share with those people who are following from you. Okay, last thing is training. This is to be enhanced as the YVP corporate team starts to add more training. You'll see training here in addition to the basic information related to the YVP duplicator. So that's a little bit of just a preview of some of the key features of the system. There's a lot more that you can have fun with in here. iTeleCenter is a tool that has 35 features in it. You know, I'll show you that briefly, but there's 35 features to iTeleCenter too, so we could have a whole nother conversation here. But this is the toll-free number that you would get, and you can have messages, multiple greetings, extensions. There's reporting. The cool thing about iTeleCenter is when people call your phone number, it tracks everything. You will get the phone number regardless of whether they're US or Canada, listed, blocked, private name, number, you name it, doesn't matter. You always 100% of the time get their phone number, so you can always call that prospect back. Inbound and outbound faxing, I mentioned, that's included. If you want to create multiple extensions, you can do that as well. The system also has email notifications, text message notifications, and an iPhone and Google app. In the email notifications, you can play, save, or delete messages or faxes right from your email notification. You don't even need to log in over the phone or via the computer. It's unlimited incoming minutes, so people can call in and they can hear your message about YVP on that toll-free number and leave you a message as often as they need. Doesn't matter how many people are calling at the same time, they will all get through the system. So again, iTelecenter is just, it retails for $35 a month. So you're getting the Premier system at $44.95. It's quite a deal. So that's, again, just some of the key things. There's a lot more fun to be had in the system. It's fresh, it's new, it's going to grow. You're going to see more landing pages in the future, perhaps more presentation sites, more email campaigns. As those of you who are using the system find good content, good phone scripts, or things that you have found success with and you're willing to share it, get those to YVP Corporate. Let them know, hey, here, this is working great, so they can review those and maybe they will add them into the system as well. If you have any questions as you go through this system, this is one of the coolest things about the YVP Duplicator system is the customer support. You can use the Contact Us link if you prefer to email. You can do live chat during business hours, or you can call a toll-free number to talk to a live customer service rep in our Piscataway, New Jersey offices, and they will help you with anything you need to know as far as setting system up, loading leads, you name it. But in addition, you have a help page. You have videos on most pages that'll tell you exactly what you need to do on that page. So it's really quite comprehensive as far as what you can figure out on your own. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this presentation, it's a set it and forget it kind of system. It's been set up for you. Make sure your contact preferences, your information is loaded in the way that you want, and you'll do that through the wizard the first time you log into the system. Once that's done, it's just a matter of driving traffic to the system, getting leads into the system, using the contact manager to follow up on them, and take care of them until they become a member of YVP. The rest of the system will care for itself. It's pretty automated, and I'm sure you'll love it. And again, it's free with 3 referrals. So that's it. Thank you for your time. I appreciate, I know this was a time that you could have spent doing something else. We hope you gained something out of it, hopefully some marketing tips, and down the road, we'll do some more training for you so you can get additional tips. Have a great day, great evening, whatever you're about to head off and do. Thank you.